What is up, world? You are in tune to the world famous Know It All podcast with the usual suspects. My mellow, my man, Big Tate. How you doing, bruh? How are you today, man?
What's up, Ma? Man, I'm doing all right, man. I can't complain, man. Just here to chop it up with you and Big G on another Sunday, man. I think we got to give ourselves some kudos, man. We done been doing this every Sunday, with the exception of about 2 weeks for the
Yeah.
past year and a half almost.
For the past year and some change, man. Definitely. It's 64 episodes of the Know It All. And I mean, that's a lot. That takes a lot of work. That takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of practice. And we've been getting it in. And I'm happy to be back, man, after that brief stint with COVID. Big G, how you doing, man?
Wakanda forever is all I got to
Forever.
say. Wakanda forever and ever and ever and ever. Wakanda forever.
Yeah, man. Look here, man. We want to definitely just welcome you guys that when we go live, man, you like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube and Twitch so that when we do go live, you will definitely get the notifications that we are here with you and yours, man. We've got a great show on tap for you, and we are ready to get it started. But we will get it started right after this. And once again, like I said, you are in tune to the Know It All podcast. And goodness gracious Lord, the World Championships track, man, it was bananas. Listen, first and foremost, man, there was a woman, and I'll let Tate get her name a little bit later in the show, but she ran in the 400 hurdles, bro, at 22. She done dang near broke the world record. I mean, at 22. This is ridiculous. That's the athletes right now, and Big G had mentioned this, is there's a prime when you're in there's a time when you're in your athletic prime. That window is starting to fluctuate with sports science and the way that people are training today. Man, it's just ridiculous. But before we get into that, man, in the hurdles, let's talk about these sprint relays, man. First of all, let's give big shout out to the women. They won the sprint relays, and let's talk about them, man. Tate, what were their names? The four names in the sprint relay.
T Terry, Jennifer Brandini, um, Johnson, I believe. I'm trying. I'm trying to look it up, man. But yeah, those are three of the four. I'll get you the fourth one in a second.
Listen, let me tell
but
you,
that was a really fast race, man.
it was super fast. And I mean, what made it even worse is the Jamaicans had their whole squad out there. The Jamaicans, you have to understand, the Jamaicans are just fast. It is what it is. People say it's just because they're running up the hills and walking up the hills in Jamaica that make them that fast. I don't know. But what I will tell you is they are lightning fast. And she had the world record holder on her tail. TT Terry had the world record holder on her tail for those last 10 to 15 yards, and she didn't give up the lead. She didn't relinquish it at all. And big shouts out to TT Terry. She is being coached by Tate's family member. Definitely, we had his wife on the show, but talk about that, Tate.
Yeah, my brother-in-law Dennis Mitchell, man, Star Athletics. He's been at the World Championships for the past couple of weeks. A lot of athletes. He had Kaylin Whitney ran the women's 400. The semifinals yesterday with Allison Felix. She ran the third leg of that. They won that. I believe they run the final tonight. Aaron Brown, Jerome, two Canadian runners. TT Terry is one of his runners. Kenny Kung Fu, Kenny Bednarik, won second in the 200, the silver medal in the 200 is one of his athletes. So he got quite a few athletes. I've been watching track all week. We get off this. I'm great. Turn it on too. We get started at 8:00 tonight on CNBC. 9 o'clock it goes to NBC. So check out the final night of the World Championships. It seems like it's been the U.S. been representing, man. They've been representing, bro. Yeah.
Collecting medals. Sean, what'd you think about that? Big G, what'd you think about that race with the women?
That's the first time in a long time I really hyped for just track overall. But the female races have been, the men's races have been really, really competitive, really fast, really a lot of things going on where you're seeing like the training aspect of these athletes coming into play. But the females, man, like you said, Mod, and opened the show, the sports science that's put into these young ladies and the ability for them. I mean, some of these women are men fast, so when you start talking about women running and being fast or faster than men, you're talking about something serious. And that TT Terry lady that runs the fourth leg for the United States Olympic team, man, that girl's super fast. I hate to even call her girl. She's a young lady. She's super duper fast. So like the excitement, the World Championships always brings the excitement to build up to the Olympics. The issue is going to be for our United States team, because you don't want to peak too early. You don't want to get in these World Championships and start blowing people out. And then you're peaking too early. You're not ready for the Olympics. So I really do believe that they got the right trainers, the right coaches, including my boy Tate's people, that can take these kids and carry them to when it comes time and they can get that Olympic gold. That's what I think about this track and field stuff, because it's unbelievable, man.
Yeah, so it was Sydney Mclaughlin. Sydney Mclaughlin in the 400 hurdles is her time is 19th in the men's time. She broke the world's record. Listen, there's only 18 men in the world who have ran faster times than her.
But look, she ran a 50.68. I remember Sydney from the 2016 game. She was just a 16-year-old kid from New Jersey.
Right.
But she ran a 50.68. She would have finished 7th in the 400 with no hurdles.
Yeah, with none.
With no hurdles.
Just running, just flat out, just out there.
Every time she's ran her last 3 or 4 races, she breaks her own world record.
Yeah. But that's what I was talking about too, about the peaking. I think
Star Athletics.
Yeah,
what's up with y'all?
Yeah, for sure. But like I said, she's not even peaking. You know what I'm saying? She breaking records and ain't peaking because these coaches that put so much time. That's what I'm saying. She's not even there. So what is she gonna run at the Olympics? What is she gonna run at It's gonna be something ridiculous, man. Something ridiculous.
She just broke a record in Tokyo too. So, But yeah, you saying at 24 in Paris she'll be even faster, probably.
Yeah.
But if you talking about her, what's up, Damu?
Oh yeah,
Damu. How you doing?
Hey, Damu, how are you?
Yeah. We just got done talking about all Dennis athletes that I knew that he got up. I know he's been up there for 2 weeks. I talked about the Canadian runners in the relay and Caitlin running with Allison Felix in the 400
and Terry.
And Kung Fu Kenny. So we kind of talked about he had a great showing up there with that Star Athletic bunch. But I was saying about Sydney Mclaughlin, talk about her because she's on another level. But then remember the kid too, the young guy from Tampa, Terrence Knighton, I believe is his name. He ran the 200 and he's only 18 years old.
Right. So what's he gonna look like at 20 when he get his grown man body? When he get
that man testosterone. When he get that man testosterone, that's gonna be something else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He still got the kid thing. She says thank you. I thank you for watching and rocking with us, man, and definitely being here. You're still one of our better interviews. I need you to know that. Because Tate thinks that he can still run 13 seconds and something. I keep trying to tell him he can't run 13 seconds with nothing.
No, I can't. I'm lucky to run now. But hey, T. Terry, Melissa Jefferson, Abby Steiner, and Jenna Prandini.
Abby Steiner feels like she came out of nowhere.
Hey,
like she's from Kentucky.
Let's be honest here, and I don't mean nothing by it, but was y'all surprised to see 2 white girls run that fast though?
I was. No, because I've seen. Look, no, take for real. I watched Abby Steiner kill folks this year. I mean, annihilate people. And I'm like, man, where did she come from? And she runs from Kentucky, if I'm thinking right.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Damu. But she's out of Kentucky. I'm like, man, where did this girl come from? She just out of here just like a horse, like a Clydesdale, getting folks.
Now,
like,
I was familiar with Prandini. I've seen her run before, but the Steiner caught me off guard. I mean, I wasn't familiar with her.
I saw her on a TikTok race, man, it's about 2 or 3 weeks ago where somebody posted her in a race. It might have been in the SEC championship race or something. When I'm telling you, she smoked everybody that was in the field. It was adios muchachos from the rip. I was like this girl is fast, man. I was like, where in the world did they get her from? You know, so it shocked me because I'm thinking, you know, like sometimes with the pressure and the heat, you show up and you handle your business, but as the competition rises, you don't rise. Man, they not only did they rise, they dominated. So they that thing, man. They that thing.
You know what was kind of heartbreaking too, just staying on track. But did y'all see the go ahead and read Damu's comment? I'm gonna say.
She said Abby's been around for a while, just had a lot of injuries, and she's finally healthier than well. I'd say she's healthy. She's been killing, killing.
Fast, boy. Fast.
I wasn't shocked. I've been watching it. Yeah, absolutely. She alley cat fast. To use Big G thing, she is alley cat fast for real.
Adios muchachos.
Adios muchachos. Listen,
hey man, but I was gonna talk about. Did you see the qualifying heats for the hurdles, man? Both the favorites.
For the false start.
Yeah, they failed. They failed over hurdles.
Oh no, I was talking about
three guy who plays for hurdles yesterday.
The guy who plays for the Eagles, I think it is, or not the Eagles.
Donovan.
Them false.
I forget, man.
Yeah, that was earlier in the week. He's a student, or he graduated from Oregon too.
Yeah, from Oregon.
I was just strictly talking about the three hurdlers that fell yesterday over hurdles. 3 different hurdlers failed.
Yeah, their timing was off, their steps was off. But I saw those false starts, and I think there's going to be some protests with that because they was holding them as set. They was holding them as set forever. No, when I'm talking about, they raised up and they was like, "You are the deuce." They set, and then I'm like, "Let them loose." You just don't hold them in the box like that.
Thing, though, Sean, this is the rule, and Damu, she can tell me if I'm wrong, but if my understanding of the rule is you can't get off like real fast, and he got off I think it was like a
hundredth of a second too quick.
Yeah. How you control that?
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
How you control that?
But that's also because they hold them too long. Yeah, they hold them too long in them blocks, man. I don't like that mess, bro.
So what do you think about the computer clock blocks? Like, I mean, like, do you think that's what they should be using that, or you think they should go back?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
well, that's what got him. That's what got him down to the 100th of a second is the computer generated blocks.
Oh, so you're saying it was a human element would have let him loose?
The human element would have let
him. The human element wouldn't have caught that minor fraction of 100th of a second.
Okay. Damu said change is needed. She right. She said the rules suck. That was her exact words. Damu said the rules is horrible.
B-Dirt said Boston Celtic hurdles 2 inches higher than regulation. Oh my God. No, I think the rules suck. Change is needed. And
but when you say change, what change are you guys talking about?
Well, I mean, you have to kind of take that 100th of a second off. I mean, for real, this man trained. He was ready. He just anticipated it a little too fast. Like, give him that. I could see if he jumped it a whole 2, 3, 4. But it was one, man. Come on, there's got to be some leeway.
Isn't the rules if you get a false start, you're automatically DQ'd? Like you don't get a second chance, or do you get 2 chances and they let you run? How does that work? Because I think they should give them more than one false start. If they get 1 and you're out, come on, bro. Come on, man.
I think it's 2 DQs and you're gone. But still, and even if it's just
No,
two,
I think now if you false start one time, you out of here.
Yeah, I think that's BS, bro.
Just
Yeah, that's
one.
BS. Yeah, that's BS.
Wow.
You should get a chance to reset, man, because I'm telling you that they hold them in them boxes, in that block, like that set, when they raise
One
up,
and
they
done.
be there. Yeah, they be there, bro. So that's BS. They need to let them get another shot.
wow,
For real. Yeah.
I mean, but for that, I think they should have. They can't because she said, Damu said they can't because of TV time. One and done is for television.
So
Here's my thing though. On that, I think he should get another, because he's not even going to get a chance to run in Oregon. I mean, in front of his home crowd. Man, that's trash, man. I literally, for nothing, he broke no rule. I mean, he did, but he didn't. Like, he just anticipated the gun. That's what you want an athlete to do, is to have a quick reaction time to the gun to get off. And you're right. The races will go on forever. I get it. I understand.
Because everybody be jumping. Everybody would be jumping. She's right about that. But they got to figure out something. They got to make some changes, man. They got to make some changes. Damu said he should have had a protest. Yeah.
I like that. She said he should have been able to run under protest, and then they make a decision. I agree. Don't stop it. Give it to him. Give it to him. You know what I'm saying? Give it to him.
I felt bad for the kid though.
I feel really bad for him. I mean, what do you do? I mean, what do you do? You train that hard, that long, and that's probably the end of his track career. Because get this, he's going to play football, and football and track, two different things. You rarely ever see those two things go together well, right?
I think he'll make.
Go ahead,
for the Eagles. He's gonna play football for the Philadelphia Eagles, man. He signed on the roster. I think he'll make the 53-man roster just because of how good of an athlete he is. If it ain't nothing but a gunner on the punt return and on kickoff, you know, that he'll make the roster just because of speed.
So who do y'all think, since we talking about it, is the best track person to play in the NFL ever? Who you think?
Willie Gault. Is there anybody better?
Ooh. How about go ahead, Tate? Go ahead.
I would say Ronaldo Nehemiah.
That's what I was gonna go with. I was gonna say Ronaldo Nehemiah was a dog.
Was he that good? He played for the Skins, right? Was he that good?
He played for the 49ers.
Yeah.
But was he that good?
But Willie Gault wasn't that good. That's what I'm saying. We talk about.
Yeah, but Willie Gault he played during the Bears' heyday, and he was balling. Willie Gault was balling.
Let me ask you, what track athlete across the board would have been a good athlete in another sport? What dude, like, you know, he was a dog in track, or if she was a dog in track, but would have been a dog in something different?
It's hard to say, because to me, it's really hard to say, because you don't know what kind of hands that person got. You know, I know people right now who's a track coach, a friend of mine. He's a track coach down at HT. You know, he was fast as all get out, but couldn't catch a cold in the snowstorm barefoot.
Houston Tilson. His name is Dennis Royce. Royce.
I thought he was talking about the Cougars. I thought he was running around friends with Carl Lewis or something.
No.
HT. Okay.
Yeah. Dennis Royce. Yeah, Dennis Royce.
Royce Dennis.
Yeah,
and Royce is super fast, but I'll tell you, he could not catch a cold in a snowstorm barefooted with wet feet. It just wouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen. So,
hey, but I got my pick though. Mike Conley Sr. Mike Conley Sr. was winning dunk contests with other athletes, bro. Mike Conley Sr. back in the day jumped off 2 feet from the free throw line and dunked it 2 hands in an all-star basketball dunk contest. I saw him do it. Like, he whooped Chris Carter and them in a dunk contest.
I remember that on Wild World of Sports, NBC, but I don't know. I still don't know. Duncan is a part of the game of basketball, but could he have played basketball at a high clip? I don't know. I can't.
His son did. His son's still in the NBA killing him. His son's still in the NBA. They're killing him. Been in the NBA forever.
Man, that's hard. That's hard to say. So the question is, what track athlete would transition, which just as it would be a great all-around athlete, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's a tough one, man. I mean, it really is. I guess if I'm just going off the top of my head, I would say just because he was really great at what he did, Michael Johnson.
Yeah,
I mean,
super fast.
I mean, at that time in the mid 90s, 96, he looked like what Usain Bolt did just a few years ago.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Hey, you know whose house I was at when he was wearing the gold shoes and set them records?
I'm guessing you must have been at Big G in them house.
I was at your house.
You at my house?
I was at your house. We were watching the Olympics. That boy had them gold shoes on.
Hey,
and was
I ain't gonna say no names. Don't say no names. But Big G, you remember at that time the chick I used to stay with. I think we was over her house. I stayed on Elm Street. Yeah. But then I would always stay at the female's house overnight, and then you stayed at my apartment.
On the Elm Street apartment.
Elm Street, yeah. But yeah, I think you're right, Ma. I remember that at that Olympics. I mean,
we were all together. We were all together, and we were like, "Woo!" I remember saying, "Man, this boy got them gold shoes on, and is turning. He is turning the corners on them boys, man. It made no sense, boy. He was turning the corner. He was doing nothing but kicking his butt."
But ain't it good? I mean, ain't it good just overall for us to have this type of excitement for track? I can't remember the last time I was this hyped about seeing stuff like this, man. Track and field has been outstanding this year, man. The World Championships out there in Oregon, they did a great presentation with the television. They did a great presentation of featuring the athletes, giving them backstories, and then the races have been off the hook. So I give it an A+ for sure this year.
It's great. It's great for the sport.
Yeah. And speaking of the sport, I mean that 100, the men's final in 100. I mean, that last handoff got us, but I'm gonna tell you, I think it was the second handoff that got us as well, because Noah Lyles ran a heck of a race, bro.
Well, he ran a heck of a race. Coleman got him out to a good start too.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the. I'm guessing Damu saying that about track getting all this.
Finally coming back. Track gets some love.
It's been great, and I think it's because it's on U.S. soil too. Got a lot to do with it. So I think they got a facility up there in Oregon, Field Night, and them boys up there, and they gonna they gonna continue to have events. I hear they trying to get the Diamond League to come here next year too.
That'd be great.
I was saying, as far as the 100 men's relay, that the handoff, the baton pass between Hall and Bracey Williams, just that little minute, like you missed it and you got double grab at it, that cost him. I mean, that right there is what let Andre DeGrasse be able to hold on and win that race.
First of all, he was on his horse from the time he got that baton. He was gone. So had we got a clean take, we may have got him. But man, he was on his horse.
That's clean handoff. We hold on though.
That was the fastest I ever seen Andre DeGrasse run in all the years I've been watching him run in track. That boy, he when I'm talking about he pearled out, that boy hit another gear. After about 4 steps, I was like, ooh, I said, he trying to win. He trying to win. He don't want to lose, man. He don't want to lose. He was bringing it. Thundercat.
Yeah, and like I said, two of the runners on the Canadian relay team was Star Athletic dudes.
Yeah.
Oh, see, there she go.
There she go. Yeah. Aaron Brown and
Jerome Blake. I told you Jerome somebody. Yeah. Jerome Blake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she said Andre did his thing. Yeah, Andre did do his thing.
Without a doubt. He
hit that bad, baby. That boy back was straight and arched, and all he was doing was heels to butt.
And he had on the shades too, didn't he?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It looked like his shades started sticking to his face. He was running so fast. Like his head, he had no head movement, no nothing. He just was like, and then when he hit it, he knew. He raised up like this. He was like, oh, it's all me, baby. It's all me. He
back got straight, fist got tight, and he was gone.
Hitting it. He hit that bad, baby. Man,
Ooh,
He was moving.
Yeah, but definitely, man, kind of switching gears, man. Of course, we got some football news. Dumbu laughing at us. We got some football news. I tried to tell B Dirt, man. I tried to tell him, B Dirt, I'm sorry. I know you out here and you watching, but you inherited our problem. You inherited our problem. Cincinnati Bengals offensive guard tackle Lyle Collins is put on the list of not performing list.
The pup list.
Yes, so he's not hurt, just not in camp, right? And I mean, I'm just trying to tell you, man. Listen,
he needed a personal day. I said that to B Dirt. I said my said something about Lyle Collins always being hurt.
It ain't. It's not that he hurt. Some ain't right. It's not. It's a non-football related injury. You know what I'm saying? And he said better than the problems that he had. B Dirt, no, it's not. No, it's not. He's gonna become a distraction at some point. I'm gonna tell you, if you got any ends in the facility, you need to tell him go on, count his losses, and put him on a Greyhound somewhere and send him somewhere. Put all this stuff in a trash bag, in a garbage bag, and send him packing. Because I'm gonna tell you the truth. At this point, bro, it's one of these things you're gonna get from this person every single solitary year.
Hey, B-Dirt, don't buy it. Don't buy it. He ain't trash. He ain't dumpster fire. And I do agree with you, B-Dirt. It's a lot better than what you had going on last year with them guards. You got a guards or tackle, left tackle. You got an opportunity for this dude to actually block if he's healthy. So don't buy into it. Ma just hating because the fact that he came from the Dallas Cowboy Nation.
I mean, I'm not hating, bro. Like, why would I hate? I'm just telling you, he's the problem. He's gonna be a problem. He's gonna be a problem. We've got NFL football camp starting in another week. It's just a week away. Yeah. And, definitely we'll have our NFL review coming soon. We hadn't had a chance to get to it. I was out with COVID and I was out on tour. So now that I'm back, we're definitely going to get back to that. Tate, a big shout out to Tate, big shout out to G, who held it down while I was gone. And thank you for you listeners and you watchers that were there, and continuing to watch, man. But look, we do something every year and we're getting geared up already. Fantasy football. I want you to know something. I have to say this. He's not the know-it-all that knows it all. He's definitely not that guy, right? But I will say that he wins a lot. I mean, hey, you can't lie. You got to call a spade a spade. He wins a lot. And that's Tate. Tate is a guy who has won multiple championships. Between us, he has the most. I've only got one. G's only got one. And how many you got, Tate?
I only got two, but I mean, I'm always right there. I got another one in another league, but I only got two in our league. Our league, like 7 years old. We each won one. I won two. Pay, who was on my other show, won one, and Andre won one. My sister won it last year.
Yeah. Shout out to Payday.
Yeah.
Hey, we breaking that step over there in them Tate household in that DMV, bro. Because you can't have a husband and a wife picking fantasy football, man. That's how she got the victory, bro. There was some conspiracy, some suspect trades and all. Bro.
My brother-in-law is not even that good. He goes off what the computer tells him. So she ain't getting like no secret intel inside her home. She will call me and ask me sometimes, and I tell her what I think, but do what you think you should do.
Man, there's some secret going on over there, man. I'm protesting.
Listen, it is what it is. I take it as it comes, and I'm not one of those that's gonna hate if I lose. You know what I'm saying? I take pride in always being there. And you guys, first before we actually get to the heart of it, because we probably won't get back to this comment. B Dirt says y'all see pics of AD working out. I think he heard Big G calling him trash and has something to prove. Listen, those pics of AD working out is probably at his high school. You know what I'm saying? He probably at his high school working out with his high school coach, and his high school coach is reminding him that he thought he was good back then. He believed in him. There's no Rocky stories for me unless I see AD actually improve better. And I'm with Big G. Let me go ahead and make sure that everybody see this. That's always down. He is dumpster fire. It's just definitely, it's one of those things, man. AD is always down. What you think about these pics of AD surfacing, Tate?
I hadn't seen him, but I mean, what he doing in the picture? He working out, right?
He's on a sand dune somewhere out in the middle of, I don't know if he's in California or something like that. And now the little dude that's beside him in the pictures, he buff like a mug. But AD, man, listen, I already done told you, I'm going to keep saying it, always dumpster fire. This no revenge tour, no nothing. I don't even want to talk about AD. We wasting time for football on some trash, always down dude named Anthony Davis. Let's keep it moving. Let's go back to football, man.
Well, here's what I'm saying about that, and this kind of goes back with the football, man. Listen, I bought the hype last year, man. I bought the hype. I said, nah, he ain't lost the step. Look at how he looks in the workouts. Oh my God. And Zeke, Zeke, he did all right, but he kind of laid an egg, right? So I mean, these workouts, I just need to see them translate. So AD, I can applaud you working out. Good job. I just need to see it work. I need to see it translate on it. And here's the other thing. And I'm gonna get off basketball. LeBron, what are you doing? Why are you sticking with why are you trying to double down with these players saying, oh, I'm gonna win with these guys? No, you're not. I just want you to, you're not winning with always down. You're definitely not winning with Rusty. It's not happening.
LeBron is on mimosas right now, bro. That's what LeBron is all about, mimosas right now. He'll be off of mimosas in a minute.
I think they make the playoffs next year if they don't make any changes. Just the coaching change and the fringe changes they made. I think they make the play. Now that could be a play-in seed.
Tate.
They out of here, bro. They out of here.
Tate. That's a hot take, Tate. That is a hot take. Think about the teams in the West before you make that statement. The Clippers are back. Minnesota is all the way back. Memphis is still there.
Man, LeBron, Westbrook, and AD played combined 40 games together last year. I think if AD comes back healthy and ready and working this offseason, and comes back with some
who they taking out, Tate? Who they taking out?
They're an 8 seed. They're an 8 seed in the playoffs.
I said probably playing, but I think they can make the play-in. I think they'll be a little more focused, a little more just into it this year. I ain't saying they no championship. I ain't saying no Western Conference final. I said the playoffs.
Yeah, they're 8 seed. They'll be in the play-in.
Counting the teams. Let's count the teams up. Phoenix, right? Mm-hmm. Playoff team, right?
Phoenix, Golden State,
Memphis,
Minnesota, right? New Orleans, LA Clippers, Dallas Mavericks, Lakers.
No, you're forgetting one team.
Who?
Denver.
Okay, Denver. Lakers 9. They still in the play-in.
What gives you such high expectations for the Clippers? They ain't done it either though.
They're back healthy. They're back healthy.
Well, if AD come back healthy and Russ come back and settle down a little bit, I mean,
I take betting corner time that the Lakers won't be in the play-in. Please betting, because he ain't gonna bet me.
I may as well bet. Don't nobody pay up no corner time anyway.
I mean, the people who done won corner time done asked for their corner time, but the people who done lost for the corner time, we ain't gonna say no names. They haven't gave up the corner time at all.
I ain't seen not one person turn with their face to their wall behind them.
I'm not saying a name. I'm just showing you who it could be. I'm just showing you who it could be.
Hey, those out there in the know-it-all world, Big G owes quarter time to Mod. He owes. I owe some time. I'm gonna give it to you before the football season starts because I want all my best paid at the end of this football season, without a doubt.
You gotta grab your microphone and turn around, face the wall, and we get to see your back, and you get to do the show, but you back to us.
But just for how much I owe you? 15 minutes, Mod?
Half a show.
You owe me 15.
I owe a quarter of a show. I got a quarter.
You owe me 15 minutes.
Yeah,
you owe me 15 good minutes.
I'm gonna pay it. I might start off next week's show with my back to the screen. Who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows? Tune in to see it on the KnoItAllz.
Hey, but listen, got to be there. But I'm gonna tell you, Tay, that's hard, man. I mean, those are 8 teams ahead of them. And if one team, what if Portland gets lucky? What if Portland gets lucky and hit a hot streak? Then what?
Hey man, listen, I gotta ask y'all something. Tell me if I took a bad bet. It's still about basketball. I bet my son-in-law, man, that the Detroit Pistons would finish better than 35. They would get 35 wins.
Oh,
did I take a sucker bet? Did I take a sucker bet?
No, that's a safe bet. They win 40 games.
No. What? Oh, no. I don't know. Tate, talk to me. 35 was
no,
it
they
too
win
much?
40 games.
35 might be about the over-under number from Vegas because they only won like 22 last year. So
they're going to win 40 games this year.
40 games?
40 games.
Ooh. So that'd be 40 and 42?
20-game improvement.
Yeah, they're not going to improve.
They're going to win 40 games this year.
35.
I said it here first. Let me tell you something. They got young legs, they're young guns, and they're going to be ready to come out. They're going to win some games that they're going to lose some games they shouldn't and win some games they shouldn't. And that's going to put them in that 38 to 40 game range. You watch what I tell you. They're winning 40.
B-Dirt told me to go ahead and spend that money, G. He said, go ahead and spend it. He said, they getting it. They getting the victories, man. That's what he said. Yeah.
I believe it.
I said 35. I said, Tate, you think it was hard? They'll jump to 35? You think?
That's a 15-game improvement. They're going to be right around there, 32, 33. So,
woo. Okay. I hope, because I'm on the bad boy train. I mean,
I got it there. But honestly, like I said in the West, I don't think it's safe money to think that the Lakers make even a play-in. I think they're right around that play-in.
The Lakers going to win more games than Detroit.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree. I'll co-sign with that. Okay. I agree. Lakers will get 40. The Lakers will be 40 and 41, 42 and 40, something like that. I agree. But they'll be in a play-in. They'll be 7, 8, 9, 10, one of them. They won't be top 7 seed. No way.
Yeah, no. B-Dirt says Detroit wins 38 to 42 games.
Hey, I like that.
I agree. But yeah, no, the Lakers will be around that 8th, 9th seed. And listen, they'll be in jeopardy. They'll be in jeopardy. They'll be better than Spurs, of course. Potentially better than Portland, which is going to be an improved team.
But them is teams that won't be sniff the playoffs, bro. We talking about them being in there with teams like like the Nuggets and the Memphis Grizzlies and the New Orleans Pelicans play in right at elimination after the play in. If they win the play in first round, swept. They up out of there.
Out of here. The Sandman is coming from the Sandman from Apollo is coming. Sweeping and getting them all right on up out of there. You know what I'm saying? It's over.
For sure.
It's not one of those things that I will see that we're betting to see the Lakers go past that first round in the playoffs. So, thank you, B-Dirt, for making us talk a little basketball here, man. And definitely, I will say this. Even when I was out on tour, I was watching the Summer League games. Man, Summer League was super competitive. And watching Mclaughlin, the evolution of Mclaughlin, listen, that was a great pickup for the Warriors.
Yeah,
the Warriors having Mclaughlin there, I think that's a great pickup. Honestly, there's a lot of young talent in the NBA that I think is going to be, swing. That's going to swing a lot of teams to the pendulum from being just like all right to okay and better. You know what I'm saying? So I think that there'll be some teams that win some games because of this young talent that they brought in.
I'm buying it. That's why I'm on with the Pistons. I had to move on from them Knicks. I'm down with the Pistons. They young and gonna be boss. So I caught them early. But Tate, I was almost with you with them Cavs. But I would have been called a bandwagon jumper, man. So I said, man, I just got to go with somebody who ain't shown that they got the potential to be great. If I'd have jumped in with the Cavs, they'd have called me a bandwagon jumper. So I got love for them, but I'm rolling with the Pistons, man.
Understood.
Right.
Understood. So now getting back to fantasy football here, Tate. Normally we pick
Wait,
running backs first.
you asking for my expertise?
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
oh wow.
Okay.
Oh wow.
I, hey, you got to bow down to a player that's greater than you. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
You got
Okay.
you got 2 rings. I got 1. You know what
I
I'm
ain't
saying?
giving him nothing, bro. This is like the AFC North, bro. I ain't giving everybody in there fighting for we all got rings, man. And everybody got a ring. So I'm gonna give him, he got the last one. Well, Courtney got the last one, but he got the most ones.
I got the most ones.
Yeah,
The most
two.
ones.
He got 2, man. He got 2.
The most ones.
Yeah, go ahead.
And what I will say is he has the most appearances in the game. You know what I'm saying? And actually getting to the finals, this guy has done that. So you know what I'm saying? I'll give him first crack at what we're about to say. If we're gonna pick players in fantasy football, and it's you guys out there and y'all are trying to do it. I mean, Tom was kind of close in our league that we played, but and he kind of did this, but I'm fisting to ask Tate, who do you pick first? You pick a running back, or are you gonna start picking wide receivers like books are suggesting, going with wide receivers first?
That's a good question, man. That's a tough question this year, man. I mean, and I don't know what to tell you right now because you said if I got first overall pick,
if you take a wide receiver with the first overall pick, you will not make the playoffs.
I think I ain't gonna say that because I'll make the playoffs wherever I'm picking. But I think if I'm picking first, though, I still would have to go. This year, I probably would go Jonathan Taylor. If I had
number 1
overall,
so you're still gonna go number 1 pick. You running back.
I'm still going running back. Yeah, I build. But just because I feel like this is what I think. The differentiation between the top running backs and the 1 through 3 running backs and the 5 to 10 running backs is so great. It's greater than the receivers.
Yes.
So if I'm picking, I got to go with the run. I got to build my running backs first. I can come back and there's so many good receivers in all these teams. Yeah, you got your Tyreek Hills and your DK Metcalf and your Jamar Chases and all them, but you also got your Deontay Johnsons, your DJ Moores, your Mike Evans. So I'm gonna go running back still because the value is there.
Right.
So Tom, I need you to commit in the comment in the chat as well, because you're one of those who has that same belief. And tell us why you would go running back first. Now, the magazines now have, and it's popular to have Cooper Kupp going first in fantasy draft.
He on the book, on the cover.
So my question is here. Number one, you're with pros, and I said this to Big G, and I'm telling you, I'm gonna get this right again. Cooper Kupp's gonna have a down year. He's not gonna have a Cooper Kupp year, right? These are professional athletes that you're playing against with a clicker in their hand, and they're gonna sit back and find something on Cooper Kupp that they'll let everybody else on the team get off, but not him. So. Do we follow the trends here, you guys? Do we follow the trends on fantasy and say, oh man, I'm gonna load up on receivers, or do we just load up on running backs first? I happen to believe at this point now, I'm a strong believer because I've seen the strength of my team be hurt by my running back. So I'm a strong believer that I'm going running back 1-2. 1-2, I'm going running back. 1-2, I'm going running back. That's just it is what it is. Because if I don't go running back, Tate just made a valid point. The fall off from running back is so big. Like you got teams who really don't have a good running back. You know what I'm saying? You need to get points from your running back every game. That hurts. Like I was out here playing handicap. I had Dalvin Cook and the scrubs. You might have to put the scrubs. I had Dalvin Cook and scrubs. The rest of the team, and I had to make that work. And I ended up losing in the playoffs because of it.
Right. But see, I agree with Tate with the fall off. But the reason why the fall off is so big with running backs is because there's so many unknown, right? We don't know what Saquon Barkley is going to look like. We don't know what Christian McCaffrey is going to look like. We don't know what Derrick Henry is going to look like. There's a lot of guys. We don't know if Alvin Kamara is going to get suspended, or we don't know what's going to happen at that running back position. So when you go with the first 1, 2, 3 running backs, okay, you got to pick one of those guys. But then when you get to that middle pack of that 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, there's so many question marks. So if you bang on a guy or you pick a guy like Alvin Kamara and then he gets suspended for 4 games, you're screwed on for the first 4 games of the season because your number 1 running back's not even on the board. You
should know that before the draft. If he's gonna be suspended. Now you don't know about injury, but you should know if he's gonna be suspended before you have your fantasy football draft.
Right, but do you bank on, like, if you pick 7, 8, or 9, do you bank on Saquon Barkley? Do you, at 7, 8, or 9, do you pick a guy like that who has got all the potential to go for 15 or 1,600? But do you take him with a first-round running back position? No. No. No.
I do, just because I pick running backs. I would gamble on Saquon. I wouldn't gamble on McCaffrey. I would gamble on Kamara. But I think I would gamble on Derrick Henry. I think Derrick Henry, I would still take him in the top 3. But my top 3 running backs would be Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, Najee Harris.
That's 1, 2, 3 for me.
And that's more or less just because they work low. I know they're gonna get work.
Yep.
So you got other great running backs, but I know they're gonna get work. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. So where does a guy like Nick Chubb, does he jump in front of those guys?
No, but
a guy like Chubb jump in front of like Alvin Kamara or Christian McCaffrey? I don't think he does, because those guys catch the ball. And Nick Chubb gonna share with Kareem Hunt, even if it's he get 2/3 of the work. Kareem Hunt gonna get the other 1/3 of the work. So you losing out right there. So Nick Chubb, I know he's a great player. Yeah, but he don't catch that. I'm taking Joe Mixon over Nick Chubb. Yeah,
because Joe Mixon is in the passing game.
Right. Mm-hmm. And now, also, too, a guy like James Conner, his fantasy value is way up there because of how he touches it and gets it in the red zone. So in some cases, he's ranking higher, And
they let the other boy go they had last year.
Yeah, Edmonds. Edmonds is back with the Dolphins.
Yeah, they let him go. So James Conner gonna get even more work.
Yep.
But so James Conner get banged. He all got banged up in Pittsburgh. He's a good running back.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. I think James Conner's a 2nd round fantasy pick.
Yep.
Yeah. Third.
I would go second.
I'll tell you what running. I'm gonna give you a secret. I'm gonna tell you what running back might jump big time this year in fantasy football. Josh Jacobs. Because now you got that threat outside where you can't load up in the box. Now, they already had a really good tight end. They already got Renfro in the slot. Now you got that number 1 guy that you cannot load up in the box and stop Jacobs. Jacobs is going to see more 7 in the box, more 6 in the box than he's ever seen his whole life. And I think Josh Jacobs could jump to 1,200, 1,300, 1,400 yards rushing this season if they give him the pill. Because you can't single cover Devontae Adams. If any team that single covers Devontae Adams, you lost even before you played the game. The game's over. You lost.
Now, I personally think from a fantasy perspective, Devontae Adams falls off a little bit. I think we'll see this year. Aaron Rodgers had a lot to do with what he was doing. A lot to do with it. I mean, he's a good route runner and good hands. He don't got blazing speed. And Aaron Rodgers is a more accurate passer to get you the ball than what Derek Carr is going to be.
And he recognizes defenses. That's the thing. To be able to recognize defense and call audibles and get you in the right space to be open. Yeah, that's something I think Aaron Rodgers gets the nod over. But Derek Carr's not a slouch.
He's not a scrub
at all.
He's not a scrub at all.
He's a top 10 fantasy quarterback. I guarantee. Matter of fact, he might be a 3. Yeah, he's a top 10. I say he's somewhere around that 8, 9. He's somewhere around that 8, 9 fantasy football, without a doubt.
I don't believe what B Dirt saying. Man, what's a jump for Singletary? They drafted Dalvin Cook, brother. He gonna get a lot of work too.
He gonna get work. He gonna get work. And I think I think he's actually a better back than Singletary.
Yeah, he is.
To be real with you, I think he's a better back than Singletary is. So, in that frame of mind, I don't see him. The running back from Detroit, he's one that I would look to pick
Swift.
up. If he
Swift.
stays, if he does not get hurt, that's a fantasy numbers getter. He's gonna get numbers because he catch the ball out of the backfield. He definitely will get a lot of work for Detroit.
Sonny Michel too, Tate and Mod. Sonny Michel's gonna get work this year too. Because if Cooper Kupp's load goes down, his load gotta go up.
I think Sonny Michel signed with the Dolphins, man.
Did he?
I think he's gone.
Yeah.
I think he's gone. Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't know that. I did not know that.
He's like they going back to Cam Akers, but the Dolphins got the dude from the 49ers. What was his name?
Beretta,
Yeah.
Matt, something.
No, the other guy, the real fast guy.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Number 40, not number 40. Yeah, number 41, I think it is.
Not Matt, but the other one.
Yeah, he's to the house. If he breaks through the line of scrimmage, he's to the house because he run like a 4.3. I just can't think of his name. I know exactly what y'all talking about.
Yeah.
He a dog. He's a dog. Hey, Ma, you see Tavares Glenn said Austin Eckler. How about that, Ma? You see it?
Mostert.
Evan Mostert. Evan Mostert. Yeah,
they got Mostert. They got Sonny Michel, and they still got the boy Myles Gaskin.
Yeah.
Austin Eckler. Would I go with Austin? Yes. I'm gonna tell you why.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you why. Their defense is gonna get them more offensive tries. Their defense is gonna get some people off the field really fast, and they're gonna get more offensive tries. And I think he'll have more offensive carries because I don't think that they're gonna try to put everything on the arm of their quarterback. Although he's a great quarterback, Justin Herbert, I just don't think that they're going to be willing to go out there and just keep throwing the ball. I think they're going to try to establish a running game. And Austin Eckler catches the ball out of the backfield. Good pick. That'd be a good pickup for you. If you have a chance to get him in the second or the third, I grab it. I definitely grab him.
Hey, top 3 fantasy football league sleepers. Top 3. Any position, top 3 fantasy football league sleepers.
Sleepers? So like somebody you wouldn't think of.
Somebody that you think will hit, and a lot of teams. He won't be a first, second, or third round pick. This will be a guy you get in the 4th, 5th, or 6th round. Top Pickens. 3 fantasy.
George Pickens from Pittsburgh Steelers.
Ooh, wow. Okay.
I say Pat Freiermuth for the Steelers.
Okay.
I like the boy Breece Hall for the Jets.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you who else I like, and that's just from the Cowboys. The young receiver, man, his name just went off of my head. We drafted him this year, Southern Alabama. Oh man, oh gosh, I'll find his name. But yeah, he's starting for Michael Gallup. So because Michael Gallup is not gonna be there, he's gonna start. And another person that I would look at is James Washington for the Cowboys as well. I think being in that slot, that gets some continuity with him. You're gonna get some numbers. Jalen Tolbert, thank you, Tavares. Jalen Tolbert, and I keep telling you guys another reason why is he hadn't took his nose out of the playbook since he got there. Major Applewhite made him a definite, just a bookworm. And if you know anything about Major Applewhite was a quarterback at Texas, but he was under Nick Saban, offense coordinator for a little while. Definitely quarterbacks coach. He is one of those that is a football mind. So got into some trouble. That's what landed him in Southern Alabama, and he helped with Jalen Tolbert. I think those would be my sleepers. Tate, who you got as far as sleepers are concerned?
Top 3.
I said Pat Freiermuth, Breece Hall, and the kid that the Kansas City Chiefs drafted out of Central Michigan, wide receiver. Forget his name.
Christian Watson.
No, that's not his name, Big G.
You sure? Went to North Dakota?
No, I said out of Central Michigan.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure.
He from Pittsburgh. He played high school football with Mike Tomlin's son.
Hey, why Tate look and search, for maybe some of the guys he got for draft value. I'm gonna tell you one of the guys you got to look out for. Paris Campbell, wide receiver, Indianapolis Colts. Watch out for Paris Campbell.
Sky Moore.
Oh, Sky Moore, a dog. Yeah, Sky Moore, a dog. But Paris Campbell, wide receiver, Indianapolis Colts. Paris Campbell's got Matt Ryan with an offensive line. Matt Ryan is not an overhill gang, y'all. Matt Ryan throws his stuff. Paris Campbell gonna have he said Ma likes the Cowboys.
So wait, so you think Paris Campbell gonna be good?
Yeah. I think Paris Campbell might lead him in receiving. Paris Campbell might lead the Colts in you got to have a quarterback and you got to have a line. The missing element in Indianapolis for years has been the quarterback. Matt Ryan is not done.
Let's stop. Let me stop right here. What do you think? And excuse me for kicking my stand, you guys. What do you think the Colts' record is going to be? Do you actually think the Colts are going to be a playoff contention team this year?
Absolutely. Yeah, they probably should win their division.
They're in a weak division, and Matt Ryan is better than Tannehill. That's come down to that right there.
Yep. Yep. And they might have the best. They're a top 3 offensive line in the league, in the whole NFL. The Indianapolis Colts. You have Jonathan Taylor at running back. You finally got a quarterback in Matt Ryan. You got Doyle.
I agree. Paris Campbell might be sneaky good. They got Pittman, and they got the boy they just drafted from Cincinnati.
Oh yeah, wide receiver. I can't think his name.
Alex somebody.
Not Boone. I know what you're talking about.
Alex Pierce.
Alex Pierce. Yeah, he was their number 1 guy. But I think Paris Campbell's gonna have a sneaky season.
He been hurt a lot though. He ain't done nothing because he'd always be hurt.
Yeah. I just think that they finally have the missing element in Indianapolis to where somebody can post big time fantasy numbers. I just really do believe that this is the year. But somebody gonna post it.
The thing about Indianapolis that I think about is their defense. I wonder, is their defense going to be strong enough to help their offense out? Because their offense, I think, is going to be high fluent. I think high frequency. I think they're literally going to be really, really good on the offensive side of the ball. I just don't know about their defense. It's their defense that, I mean, in the NFL, your defense has to at least get an offense in bad situations, in long third downs, because if not, if they don't get them in long third downs, they're gonna be in trouble, because offenses are really that good at getting, third down, third and 3s and third and 4s. You're gonna have to get offenses in bad situations like third and 8s, third and 7s.
Who's Russell Wilson's number 1 wide receiver, Tate?
Jerry Jeudy, probably.
Does Jerry Jeudy go in the top 4 rounds?
Yeah.
So Jerry, would he be considered a sleeper?
I think he'd be a sleeper because he's not like a big name. He's gonna be their number 1 receiver, I think. But you can get him in the 4th or 5th round.
Yeah. So I think Jared Jeudy would be if I'm calling wide receivers, Paris Campbell 1, Jared Jeudy 2, right? 3rd wide receiver, Devin Smith, Philadelphia Eagle. I think Devin Smith is going to tear it out the frame this year. I think he's going to tear it out the frame.
I think he's going to be good. I guess, again, 4th or 5th round, but A.J. Brown, the man there now, though.
Exactly. I think that the number 2 receiver could be, you could get value for him in the 7th or the 8th round and get 70 or 80
got to get you the ball, bro. Quarterback got to get you the ball, bro.
Okay.
But if their running game doesn't, which they have a dope running back, if their running game doesn't get started this year, they're in trouble. Quarterback
in trouble.
In trouble.
Man,
Tate, I can't wait to
win the NFC East, man.
I can't wait to the preview show because I'm gonna be talking that's yak like the Philadelphia Eagles is gonna win that for sure.
They win the NFC East.
NFC least. They for sure gonna win it this year.
I'm showing them respect. It's the NFC Eastern Division, and Philly gonna win it. My love take his Cowboys takes, man. He love it.
Let me tell y'all
them
something.
Eagles gonna win it, bro.
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all are in la la land, and I would bet the G-Mo corner time, but he still got to pay off his corner time already.
Oh, I'm gonna pay it off. I'm gonna pay it off just so you'll bet me that the Cowboys will win the division. Oh, I believe and trust. I'm gonna do everything.
13-4. That's Cowboys record, man. I mean,
save it for the show. Save it for the show. We got it on tape.
We got it on tape. 13-4, 14-3.
Yeah.
Oh God, Tate, mark the time. Mark the time.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm saying,
yeah, I've been sitting down on this squad. Let me tell y'all something. My youngster, Smith, what's his name? It's not Tyron, it's the other one. We got him from Tulsa. Youngster spent his vacation at O-line camp working on keeping his arms inside and not getting outside the tackle. And they said the boy looked good. First of all, they showed a picture of him. He's as lean as a linebacker right now. He looks really, really good. The other thing is,
he looked like
Sam.
He looked like AD running up the hill with some sand. He looked good without the uniform on and playing sports.
I'm gonna tell you something. The pros that he's working against said that he'll be an all-pro inside of 3 years. They're saying that. I ain't saying it. You know what I'm saying? Talk to them. They play
offensive linemen. They do play, but they don't win games.
Offensive linemen. Okay, all right. So offensive line is gonna be better. But anyway, that's beside the point. Offensive line is gonna be better. Zeke is gonna have a better year just because of that. Second piece about this is Sam. What's Sam's last name? Sam on the defensive end that we got from Ole Miss. I just need y'all to understand. You know what I'm saying? Well, I got B-Dir's comment. But I need you to understand. Sam Williams. Sam was the best defensive end in college had he not got in trouble in college. You know what I'm saying? Had he not gotten in trouble in college, his numbers were just as good as Hutchinson's in the SEC. So I mean, I don't care what you say. This is a valued pick. And you put him with DeMarcus Lawrence on the other side, and you got a beast in Micah Parsons, and we picked up anyway. I'm gonna go into it in a pre-show, but I said what I said, and y'all smoking. If you think the Eagles is gonna win the NFCs, you're smoking bumble.
Tate, who gonna win the NFCs?
The Philadelphia Eagles.
Thank you, man. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
I can't wait till football start. Who Dallas open up against first 3 games?
First of all, hold on. Can I come on the pregame show with a grease board for all the bets? Absolutely.
Yes.
We can have you have the grease board. Matter of fact, I'll put it up. I'll put it up right over there next to the triplets. You know what I'm saying? And I'll hold the board. I don't mind keeping the board. Thank you, DeVaris Glenn. Yeah, he knows what I'm talking about. Tyler Smith is a beast. Listen,
from Tyler Smith from Tulsa, I know him too. DeVaris must be a Cowboy fan. He know a lot about the Cowboys.
And the boy lives in my house. He live in my house, bro. That's the killer part about it.
I'm just trying to tell you, man. Everything ain't always what it seems, man. And it's just one of them years. But fantasy football wise, we got our sleepers in, and now we just fixing to go to our last takes, man. So Tate, give me your last take, man. What's something that you want to just go get out of here with?
I want to just tell everybody, because I know where Big G going with his take, man. I watched a movie today, man. Ryan Gosling on Netflix. Great man. If you an action movie lover, all the little fight scenes and the guns and explosions and stuff. Check out Great Man on Netflix. I enjoyed it today.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that out. That's one that I'm gonna check out for the and Big G, hit us with your parting shot.
My parting shot is Wakanda Forever. Y'all check us out tomorrow on the Marvelous Talk podcast, where we break down San Diego Comic-Con and all the hitters, including the Wakanda Forever trailer that I'm telling you, I've already said it. They said it was a Big G burner for me already. It might be the greatest movie that ever came out representing African Americans. And it's a comic book movie. It might be that good. Just from the trailer. The trailer had me shaking. That's how good the trailer was. So y'all check us out tomorrow on Marvelous Talk Podcast when we break down San Diego Comic-Con. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
My parting shot, you guys, is the fact that, listen, man, I have been gone for 3 weeks, and I just want to applaud Tate and Big G for holding it down. I mean, they held it down while I was gone, and kept the show moving and rolling. Had a couple of great shows with some great content. And Tate kind of said something earlier. I just want you guys, I want to appreciate the people who always rock with us every Sunday. And definitely I just, ask you to please make sure that you share. Make sure you share with your people. Definitely, like and subscribe, comment, that your comments help us to keep going on the show, and definitely have content to where we're going to share with you guys. I'm excited, man. Football is just about to start. Football is the sport. We all love basketball, but football is the sport, man. I mean, freshly cut grass, helmets padded up, all of these alternate uniforms that you're about to see. Man,
Yeah.
We're excited. Make sure you tune in for our NFL preview show. That'll be coming in a couple of weeks. And then definitely our one-offs, all of the things that we do during the week. You can see, Taste Takes, Big G Burners, all of those things that we're going to continue to give to you and yours. And for myself and for Big G and for Tate, man, like I said, we appreciate you guys for rocking with us. We'll holler at you next week. Peace.